The 50-year-old Midtown Tunnel is the most heavily traveled two-lane road east of the Mississippi River. Carrying 1 million vehicles per month, it is a vital link between the historic cities of Norfolk and Portsmouth. It is also the central component of the Downtown Tunnel, Midtown Tunnel, MLK Extension Project, a public-private partnership that has been ranked the #1 priority by the Commonwealth of Virginia because it will leverage considerable investments the state has made in rail, ports, and transit, including bus and light rail, and by the Hampton Roads Transportation Planning Organization.
We have not achieved our potential as a region because we don't have excellent transportation. In the regions that are eating our breakfast and our lunch, they have excellent transportation. And people can get from point A to point B in several ways.
For the commuters, the difference will be felt immediately, and it will be extremely measurable and significant. That's rare to find a project, one single project, that will have this far-reaching effect on this entire community.
The project will have 5 distinct areas of construction. The second Midtown Tunnel itself, which will be built using immersed tube tunnel methods, the Norfolk approach, the Portsmouth approach, and an extension of the Martin Luther King Expressway, which will produce a direct high-speed connection to I-264. And finally, there will be rehabilitation of both downtown tunnels and the existing Midtown Tunnel. The Virginia Department of Transportation and its partner, Elizabeth River Crossings, are working together to finance the project and achieve a lower toll rate using a combination of public funds, private equity, and private activity bonds. The Midtown Tunnel project will be the Commonwealth of Virginia's first all-electronic toll road. To allow for free flow of traffic, there will be overhead electronic gantries rather than traditional toll facilities. This means drivers can pass through without having to slow down, stop, or find correct change. To utilize the system, motorists can sign up for Easy Pass. Cameras will capture license plate data of those vehicles without the Easy Pass transponder, and their owners will receive an invoice for the amount due. Since the Midtown Tunnel opened, population in the region has increased 69% and tunnel use by 600%. Among the factors driving traffic growth is the Port of Virginia, the 6th largest in the nation and 3rd busiest on the East Coast. Because of its deep water channels that can accommodate larger ships, the port is likely to see its business grow dramatically once the Panama Canal expansion is completed. From terminals in Norfolk and Portsmouth flow much of America's exports, including agricultural products, lumber, textiles, coal, and electronics, as well as military supplies supporting our troops deployed around the world. The U.S. Navy, whose largest installation in the world is in Norfolk, is equally reliant on this transportation network to move equipment and personnel, which is critical to operational readiness.
If there's a natural disaster, if there's an emergency where the nation is placed on a higher level of defense alert, you're going to have all those federal workers trying to use that single tunnel at virtually the same moment, and it would be nothing but gigantic gridlock.
The region's economic development is dependent on the project coming to fruition. It will create jobs in the short and long term and establish more predictable travel times, among other significant lasting benefits.
The inability of businesses today to move their products and services with any sense of reliability back and forth across the water, particularly in this case, back and forth to between Norfolk and Portsmouth, is just a real challenge.
The project will also improve the quality of life for countless residents and daily commuters.
From here, I can see right now that everybody is starting to break.
For Latoya Edwards, who travels from Portsmouth to Norfolk each day, the Midtown Tunnel backup is a major obstacle.
The tunnel determines what time I get to work and determines what time I get home. And getting home is just as hard as getting to work. So it's definitely, I have to plan my life around the backup at the tunnel.
Indeed, there are numerous benefits to the Midtown Tunnel project, starting with time and gas savings thanks to increased capacity and reduced congestion. The average driver will save about 15 minutes each way, and all motorists will save 45,000 gallons of fuel each year. There will be more economic development because of improvements in productivity, the result of less time spent sitting in traffic. Because local companies, including disadvantaged small, women, and minority firms, will build the new infrastructure, there will be an immediate infusion of jobs to help the economy. Motorists will have more trip reliability across the Elizabeth River. There will be smoother traffic flow, meaning less idle times that produce greenhouse gas emissions. Travelers will have more options because there will finally be a seamless connection to I-264. Both downtown and the existing Midtown tunnels will be rehabbed, thereby extending their lives. By eliminating bi-directional traffic in the Midtown tunnel, safety will be enhanced, and the region will have additional evacuation capacity in the event of an emergency.
Oh, if we have a hurricane, we can just raise our hands and say, receive us. Because to get us all out in a few hours is absolutely impossible with the current system that we have.
The Downtown Tunnel, Midtown Tunnel, MLK Extension Project is key to addressing the transportation needs of Hampton Roads. The region's communities and commuters have waited years for its arrival, and state leaders believe their patience will soon be rewarded.
It is very important for us to be able to increase mobility, be able to move people and goods and the materials that keep that industrial engine moving. We've got to end up essentially unplugging that cork right now because it is getting worse and worse each and every day.